What's going on, guys? Johnny GB here, bringing you my PMC wildcard playoff battle against Johan and the Shinryu Pikachus. Now, if you guys haven't checked out my opponent's channel, don't forget to go check that out. That link will be down in the description. If you guys didn't see our team prep, what we're bringing, don't forget to go check that out. I will try and link that as well. Now, it was an interesting battle to say. So, we get right into it. He's going to lead off with his Donphan, as I'm going to lead off as Zelf. Zelf was just a very good lead for me. I can U-turn. I hit a lot of his Pokemon. So here I decided to just go for the Energy Ball, because I am Focus Sashed. I live any hit from this thing. And he decides to go for Knockoff, and brings me down to his Sash after crit, which is perfectly fine. He does show his leftovers, but I decided to go for another Energy Ball because it allows me to see if he's Sap Sipper Goodra, if he is Sap Sipper Azumarill, which would be useful, and he does show that he is Sap Sipper Goodra. So here I'm just going to U-turn, and that's actually going to do a decent amount of damage to the Goodra. And this allows me to go into my Porygon 2. As here he's going to show the Flamethrower. I'm a Porygon 2, but a little bit more of an offensive one. As he goes to his Lucario. Now, I go for the Ice Beam. I'm analytic, trying to see how much this is going to do. And does an okay amount, as this gives me a free switch into my Slowbro. Now, Slowbro is a very important Pokemon in this game. As he goes for the Close Combat, does very little damage, and then gets the Rocky Helmet damage as well. So Lucario's almost 50%. As he's going to double back into his Superior. I kind of read this play, and I went for a T-Wave, which was a good play here, as he does show that he is a Lumberry. So he's probably expecting T-Wave to come this battle, and didn't put me at a disadvantage here, as I can go out to my Porygon 2. Now, I'm not fully max specially defensive, so these are going to hurt a little bit more. Now this one, he needed an absolutely high roll to KO me, and I think he just missed it by 1%, as I'm going to hit him with the Analytic Ice Beam, and almost KOing him, which allows my Azelf to come in and revenge kill this Superior, which is what's going to happen here. I'm just going to bring in my Azelf. I'm going to click U-turn and just knock out the Superior. So Azelf is going to pick up our first kill of the match. As I'm going to U-turn it, I'm going to go right into my Charizard. I felt like it's potentially a good time to set up my Charizard, depending on what he goes out into. And he brings in his Jolteon. Now I know I can't set up on this thing, so I have to sack off something. And I decided to sack off my Azelf. It was at 1 HP. Didn't really serve much purpose left in the battle. It weakened his Donphan. It took out the Superior. So it did its work. So here I go to my Excadrill. I'm a Choice Scarf Excadrill. Sand Force. I'm going to click Earthquake because he has no Earthquake immunities. And he's going to go into Donphan and kind of just sack it off. His Donphan serves no purpose now. And now I can get my Stealth Rocks up, and they're going to stay there, which is fantastic. So here he brings in his Goodra, which I do not yet KO. And my only switch in for this is Tyranitar. So I bring in my Tyranitar here, get the sand up, as he's going to go for the Flamethrower here. Does very little, but here he does get the burn. So it really hurts my T-Tar's usage this battle. But this Sand's helping wear down his Gudra to the point where Excadrill can sweep, and then very good prep here with the superpower on his Gudra. I thought about running a Choppleberry Tyranitar, but I felt Smooth Rock was a little bit better. So, oh well. This actually allows me to go into my Excadrill, and with Sand Force now active, anything can KO this thing. I'm just going to go for Earthquake. The crit there does not matter. It did 82%. So here comes this Azumarill. Now this does scare my Excadrill. And I have a perfect switch in, being Slowbro. And I believe he showed that he was Life Orb. Life Orb Azumarill. Because I know he took the Rocky Helmet, but I believe he was... No, he was Banded, that's right. So he is a Banded Azumarill. And he's forced to switch out here. As I go for a Calm Mind, because I know that after one Calm Mind, I can live a Thunderbolt from a Jolteon. So he goes to Lucario here, which surprises me a little bit that he's going to Lucario. I was thinking maybe he has Crunch Dark Pulse. So he's just going to go for Earthquake. You see, it's going to do a little bit of damage, as I'm going to go for another Calm Mind here, get to +2. And you guys can see the direction this battle is starting to head. He's just going to keep Earthquaking. It's good 3 or 4 turns in which it's Earthquake, Slack Off, Earthquake, Calm Mind, Earthquake, Calm Mind, Slack Off, until I get to, I think it's about +4. And I could have stalled it out, and I could have gone to +6. But I felt like this was going to be fine for right now. Just get to +4. And that's essentially what I'm going to do here with Slowbro, is I'm just going to get all the way to +4 to where I know I can KO his Jolteon. I know I can do a good chunk of damage to his Azumarill. And I know I can KO this Lucario. So here we're sitting at +4. He's going to go for the Earthquake, and I go for the Slack Off this turn, so that I'm as healthy as possibly can be for this late game. So he's going to go for another Earthquake. I'm not sure, I think he might have been Scarfed or Banded. I'm not 100% sure. I didn't ask him what his set was. Yep. Alright, already back to full, and now here's where I could have continued to go for the Calm Minds to reduce the damage that Jolteon's Thunderbolt does. But I figured I don't want to start risking critical hits and such, so we're fine where we're at. As Jolteon goes for the Thunderbolt here, it's going to do about 47 to 50%. I'm going to go for the Scald, and Slowbro is going to pick up its second kill. As we're sitting here up 3 to 1. He's going to go into his Azumarill here, and he's going to go for that Play Rough, which he unfortunately misses. It allows me to go for a Scald now. Seeing that I think he is Banded, the significance of the miss really ends up not mattering because of the move he ended up selecting, because Excadrill is able to live a Play Rough, and I outspeed it anyway, so I'm able to hit it with Earthquake, and even if he somehow kills Excadrill, I have my Charizard here with Solar Beam. Now the only instance in which he probably could have 1v1 my Charizard would be if he was Sap Sipper. But Charizard's going to go for the Solar Beam here and knock out the Azumarill, sending us into the quarterfinals match next week. A battle I'm looking forward to, but good game, Johan. Very good prep with the Superpower Gudra. Lumberry on Superior as well. So, if you guys enjoyed this battle and are supporting the Duckletts in the PMC, don't forget to leave a like, comment, and subscribe to the channel for more PMC and Pokemon Wi-Fi battles, as I will be starting Pokemon Sun and Moon Wi-Fi battles, so keep an eye out for that. But again, guys, don't forget to go check out Johan's channel, go check out all the content he has over there. But with all that being said, I'm Johnny GB, and I'm out.